Michael Steele was, chastised by the White House, Gibbs, etc., on cheering for Olympics defeat. He was on Laura Ingram's program, and he was going to explain himself. So this should be good. Let's go to clip number 4, guys.
RNC Chairman Michael Steele. Michael, how'd you like getting slammed by the family guy, as we call him?
I've arrived. My political career is now complete. It's such silliness, and it's so typical Washington inside poop. It just
what?
It means nothing, and the reality of it is no one, not anything you've said, anything I've said relating to the Copenhagen or Copenhagen, depending on the pronunciation from the administration situation, had anything to do with us not wanting the Olympics here or wanting to have America be successful in getting the Olympics. It had everything to do with the fact that the president is unfocused right now. And we have lurched from 8.5% to now almost 10% unemployment. We've lurched from 15% to some 40% of the $780 billion of stimulus being spent. And the only thing that's stimulated is that unemployment number. And that's what the focus should be on. So am I sorry we didn't get it? Absolutely. I didn't think the president needed to be the ultimate pitchman. The First Lady could have been very effective in making that pitch by herself, as the White House originally intended.
Well, at least we know, though, Chairman Steele, that he did manage to spend a whopping 25 minutes with General McChrystal.
Oh, yeah,
when he was in Copenhagen. So
let's see. Let me get this right. 4 hours on the Olympics, 25 minutes with the general who's trying to prosecute a war that you wanted to engage in. Okay, gotcha. I understand that.
Of course, they ignore the possibility, as was reported by some of the papers, that the whole point of the Copenhagen trip was to actually meet with General McChrystal without making an enormous deal out of it. Because if he goes to Afghanistan or McChrystal gets called in all the way to D.C., then it becomes an enormous story, right?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yes, and he was giving a speech in London, McChrystal was, and he got called into Denmark to meet with the president, okay? So I think that was the real deal behind it. Otherwise, they had scheduled Michelle Obama to be at Copenhagen anyway, right? Which she was taking heat for. Now, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, well, Michelle had it covered anyway, before they were blaming her for being there.
It doesn't matter what they do. They're going to take heat.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Of course, they're going to criticize him for every single thing. In fact, this Olympic thing is the perfect example of it, because how could you really be against it? And they did it anyway. But my favorite part of that clip was the inside poop in Washington. I don't think I've ever heard it referred to that way before. Nicely done, Michael. Always coming up with new things.
Have you seen all the TYT videos from today? Check out the Young Turks YouTube channel. Do it already.